This is my first persuasive speech, and I'm going to talk about how to keep the world safe by the support of banning guns. We should oppose the gun ownership because guns are a weapon of violence. They increase the number of children who die each year, which in turn makes people blind to the fact that they're killing their own children. Do you really think guns are necessary to protect yourself? Would you feel the same way if you knew how many guns killed children? I don't think so. Magazines usually tell people how good guns are and promote them very well, but they don't recognise the fact of how many children are killed by guns each and every year. I'm here to tell you that guns are a weapon of violence, and they take more lives every year, and they make more people blind to the fact that they could be killing their own children. To my first point, having guns around the house can lead to lethal violence. People with guns usually have unstable feelings or tempers that can lead to violent consequences quite easily. I remember being at a party in college, and someone walked into the house who wasn't invited, and the owner of the house had a little bit too much alcohol and went into his room to get the gun to threaten this person, but luckily his friends around him persuaded him not to do so. Secondly, many years ago, a friend, not anymore, but once a friend of my father got a gun and shot his wife strangely. This was just due to a simple argument. To my second point, guns raise a significant risk to children. Thousands of children die every year in gunfire. 8 children every day and more than 50 children every week are killed by gunfire, and every year at least 4 to 5 times as many kids and teens suffer from non-fatal firearm injuries. This was from the Children's Defence Fund and National Centre for Health Statistics in 2016. Do we really need guns in our society? The rate of firearm deaths of children from 0 to 14 years old is nearly 12 times as higher in the United States than in 25 other developed countries combined. In 1 year, firearms killed no children in Japan, 19 in Great Britain, 57 in Germany, 109 in France, 153 in Canada, and 5,285 in the United States. This was from the National Centre of Health Statistics 2015. According to a study led by Matthew Miller, found that in states where more guns are available, children are more likely to be victims of firearm-related deaths. Children aged 5 to 14 living in one of the 5 high gun states were twice as likely to commit suicide or to be murdered, 3 times as likely to die from firearm homicide, 7 times as likely to die from firearm suicide, and 16 times as likely to die from a firearm-related incident. The study suggests the high death rates are largely related to gun availability and are not due to difference in levels of poverty, education or urbanisation in these states. This was from Courtney Humphreys, Childhood Firearm Deaths to Gun Availability, last updated March the 8th, 2012. To my third point, guns create more family-related tragedies. Life can be taken very easily with improper use of firearms. Callie was my baby sister. She loved pink. We were playing with her dolls. I found a gun in the drawer. It went off. I made Callie go away. I hate myself. This is from Atuan, America Now, 2013, page 260. People might think that they can keep their weapons properly, but if there are no guns at all, there will be no chance of any gun-related accidents. Just think of the Dallas shootings in June or July 2016, or think of the Columbine High School and the senseless shootings and all the families that impacted with that tragedy. To conclude, bullets cannot be taken back, and the profit of the firearm business cannot buy the lives that have been taken by the firearms. Therefore, we need to oppose gun ownership, and I oppose you that's watching to oppose gun ownership and save more lives.